What's the heat?
OD and on the beat, can't flow. Got my boots tied up on my feet in dark camo. Lifestyle not for Robin Leach, I'm more Mike Jones. They don't love me now, but they love when I'm on. I got demons in my face and they'll never leave me alone. I got brothers upstate, and they just won't make it home. Tell them hold their head, tell them do it for the fam. While these faggot fuck boys out here doing for the gram. I just do it cause I can and I am who I is. One West warrior, my stands are just big. I see shit differently, speak with efficiency. Shit, can't nobody get with me. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Still sipping plenty Henny straight with my dinner date. Pretty face and her pretty shape like a figure eight. I just wait, let her seal her fate, cause she feeling great. Not a race, but she finished first and I finished late. I don't really sleep, but I rest when I'm buried though. Bad Trini shorty cooking roti in the curry go. She just stood up on it, wind around like a merry-go. Got me on my terrio, ooh, kill it, there you go. I just really love it, she don't call me by my government. King Ty, oh, I'm King Kong when I'm up in it. Never on no sucker shit, I write with a oven mitt. I'm nice, and you haters in my life, turn it up a bit. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. The killers and the gangsters and hoods that be dangerous. Trigger finger getting kinda itchy, feeling anxious. Get a little bitty with the pistol by her ankles. Have her paint the walls with your blood like a Van Gogh. You rappers cold I'm bout my dough and my cake. I'm with control and I pay the toll and roll out of state. I coming back, I'm sipping off Patron to the face. The only thing I ask is for my dogs to be great. Throw the paper in the air and let it fall. Ticket tape of a parade. Day that all of my soul is getting paid. The sword and the pistol I keep when I carry it. 144,000 soldiers in the chariot. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Yeah, this how monsters do it. I be riding around the streets, blasting monsters music. One West, hold me down, you is not gon' move it. Go around, come around, hope you not that stupid. All I'm seeing people catching jets in these streets. Lost souls of the ghetto, that's what's left in these streets. Young and 15, catching wreck like a beast. Cause the strong keep it going, only rest for the weak. I don't really sleep, I keep one eye open. Stomping on these rappers on my feet, 5-4 shit. Any money motion, but I picked the 4-5. Hit her with the stick, had to lift them like a forklift. Yeah, this how monsters ball. I mean, we can do it, get them Glocks involved. I mean, put you through it, let them shots ring off. I mean, get right to it, we ain't got that long. Used to move the line up and quarterbacking like Donovan. Now I'm sipping Jonathan Walker, don't try to challenge him. You might get your lips all swole without collagen. Bro, you better slow your fucking roll, have some common sense. Point game match, settle scores if you wanted to. Big dog wrecking shit, I'm more like a Marmaduke. I'm more what you never saw before. I'm a monster, roll up on you then just get the shocking like I'm Blanca. This ain't street fighting, it's about that gunplay. They be on the block back and forth, but it's one way. Battling for yards like it's Super Bowl Sunday. Trying to bring the chip home, better get that big crow.
A few days ago, I opened my account with Lily, a banking app designed for freelancers with no hidden fees or minimum balance requirement.
No hidden fees or minimum balance? Damn, I need that.
Cut. Quiet, please.
No, if you ain't catch it, throw it underhand. I don't think they understand me. I done put my life on the line and I see. I don't think they understand me. No. Look me in my eyes, you can tell I'm a G. I know they don't understand me. No. I do it for my fam that's behind me, my team. And I hope you understand me. I ain't have $1, all I had was a dream. So I'ma make them understand me. Waiting on a Tesla, 38 special. Philly nigga down South Beach, Willie a Vesta. Way I'm coming with arm bars, feel like a wrestler. Get her out her bra and draws when I finesse her. Pistol on a dresser, right next to my wallet and my keys. Bring it every time I gotta leave. Ain't no disrespect, you flex from your knees. I just do the hook so I give you a chance to breathe, nigga, please. These rappers flaky like dandruff. Pressure on my head and shoulders, but I manage. I got the advantage. I've been in the water like Atlantis. Fresh pair of jeans or the Stan Smiths, but that's my casual wear till I boot up. And I got that Iron Man, how I suit up. On the low like a crew cut. I don't do much. Understand you this one man, you can't move us. No, I done put my life on the line and I see. I don't think they understand me. Look me in my eyes, you could tell I'm a G. I know they don't understand me. I do it for my fam that's behind me, my team. And I hope you understand me. I ain't have a dollar, all I had was a dream. So I'ma make them understand me. I came a long way from net sales, from my next tail. Being poor and settled to school, thought a Lex will. These fucking rappers will never get the effects till I roast them over the fire like a fresh kill. I ain't no blood, ain't no crip, ain't no thug nigga. But I ain't pussy, I ain't bitch, I ain't no fuck nigga. Far from move from being a drug dealer. But like the zone I'm in right now, I fit it like a glove nigga. How yours get, bro, you gotta quit. Wasn't never supposed to be shit, but I gotta get rich. Couple haters that's in my way, and I got me a list. Make it to the end of the day, lucky son of a bitch. Packers in the auto, they don't want no water. When you try to spot them, they be hiding like they Waldo. Fringes on the cargoes, clips in the car door. Every young nigga wanna be Mitch or be Marlo. Oh, I done put my life on the line and I see. I don't think they understand me. Look me in my eyes, you can tell I'm a G. I know they don't understand me. I do it for my fam that's behind me, my team, and I hope you understand me. I ain't have a dollar, all I had was a dream, so I'ma make them understand me.
That's exactly right. All right, let's get it rolling. Go ahead, move it back. All right, let's give it up for the Lord, man. Give it up for the Lord, man. It is, this is the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, Wednesday night law class in Killeen, Texas. I'm Priest and Officer Barak Yad, and this is, to my right, Priest and Officer Abun Zion, man. And we're going to be going over about the new laws that Texas has enacted and how God hates abortions and mothers who murder their own children, and why it's so evil that blacks and Hispanics are fighting for the right to kill and murder your own child. So, let's get right into it. Bun, I'm going to have a couple of articles I want you to read for me.
Okay, no split.
Go ahead and bust this one down right here. Start with the title. And then skip down to the first paragraph.
All right. Let's go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Legislature. Yeah. This is Texas legislature.
Legislature.
The water.
Yeah, you got it.
2021. Governor Greg Abbott signs into law one of nation's trickiest abortion measures, banning procedures as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy.
All right, so September 1st, Governor Greg Abbott, who presides over Texas, his law that he signed early in the year went into effect. And it's one of the strictest abortion laws on the books, in the world, probably in the nation. In the nation, for sure. In the nation of, the United States of America, for sure. And he's been getting a lot of heat for it, a lot of flack for it, even from the left, from the right and from the left, from Republicans and from Democrats, about how could he pass such a strenuous law to restrict abortion and, women's access to abortions. Finish that title out, Baba Kashab.
The signing of the bill opens a new frontier in the battles of abortion restrictions.
I like how that this particular news outlet put it. The battle for abortion restrictions What did it say? The battle for what?
The battle over abortion restriction.
The battle over abortion restriction, man. And that goes to show you that the left and the right, when you have two conflicting ideals, I don't care what you soft leftists or whoever may be out there think. The Bible says, "How can two walk together unless they be agreed?" So if you have two different ideals, that means that your ideas conflict, and conflict is battling. Your ideas are battling. You're trying to see which one is right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to prove to you tonight that Texas is right. I'm going to prove to you tonight that this devil, Greg Abbott, is correct to restrict the abortion, the flagrant murder of children in their mother's belly. He is correct to restrict, and he should all out prohibit it unless the child is, affecting the woman's health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women out here nowadays. Let me scroll through this article. A lot of women out here nowadays are making up so many excuses as to why this shouldn't be allowed. What about rape children? What if they can't take care of it? What about this? What about that? When women, if they had any kind of responsibility for their own sexual organs, everyone excluding the rape victims, had a choice in laying down with that man.
That's right.
And they had a choice to put a condom on. They had a choice to take a Plan B. They had the choice whether or not to take the pill that have a contraceptive of any sort. You know what I'm saying? There are lists of hundreds and thousands. I remember being in middle school. They passed me a pamphlet of all the contraceptives. I'm in middle school. I know some brothers out there is getting it down in middle school. Not me though. I'm cool right now. They gave me a goddamn list. Early on in your life, telling you all the ways to go about having sex and not getting pregnant and not contracting sexual diseases, man. And somehow these people forego them, and their last thought at the end of the day is, now that I am pregnant, I should have the right and the ability to murder this baby because it's not really settled in me whole weight to, have this baby. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice to have in the world. Any big life changes like that, you're never going to be 100% sure of. That doesn't mean you have the right to kill somebody. That doesn't mean you have the right to upheave somebody else's life because you're irresponsible, man.
Right.
Now, for the rape victims out there, all right, there is a Plan B pill. If you have been raped, that is an evil act, and you need to report that immediately to the police. Tell everybody you know immediately right after it happens. I don't care if the rapist is saying they're going to kill you. Well, then they're just going to have to do it. While you seek justice and seek the righteous path of getting that rapist what he deserves, which is death, man. Which is death. And after that, you take a Plan B, and that would be the responsible thing to do if you were worried about, conceiving that rapist child. We live in 2021. There are so many better things than murdering an unborn child. Why are we fighting for these kinds of things? But instead of all these other solutions to this problem, leftists, feminists, and so on and so forth, spiritualists are rising up in distress to come up against Texas and the governor about his new strict guidelines for abortion. Read where it says Governor Abbott right there.
Governor Greg Abbott signed into a law Wednesday a measure that will prohibit in Texas abortion as early as 6 weeks.
Okay, all right. This is why sisters, men and women for some reason, are upset. You know what I'm saying? They're mad because they can no longer kill their child after 6 weeks in the state of Texas. Right. Now this is oppression. Like, right. Women think that that is oppression. They think that that is injustice and evil. Right. And I'm here to tell you, as a priest and prophet of the Lord, that you have been brainwashed and you don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore. You don't know what is correct. You think that your inability to murder a child is oppression. It's been 7 weeks and now I can't kill my baby anymore. Now you got to go and riot and protest in the streets. Yeah, I'm here to tell you that you are delusional. You've been delusional since you had 13 genders. Go ahead, sir.
Right. Hey,
Select.
Man, you know what's up wrong with that though? Like the way that even is a thought process anyway.
Right.
Like you said earlier, priest. Why the hell would you want to lay on your back and open your legs and then you act as if you ain't know what could happen?
Right.
That's right.
Don't be no goddamn idiot or no fool. That sex is for conceiving babies.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it ain't for fucking pleasure.
Right.
It's to populate this earth, man.
It's
so while you trying to sit here and thought you was trying to get pleased, and now check this out. You did get pleased, but guess what? It comes with responsibility.
That's right.
But now, I'm going to say this, man. Hey, the water, Yahweh was shot for that law that brought out here. Because the Most High don't agree with no abortion.
That's right.
It's murder. My
That's
thing is this, man. This is why I say, man, women and whoever else believe in abortion in the first place are sick in the head.
That's right.
They should be locked under the earth.
Right.
They shouldn't even be able to live. They are psychopaths.
That's right.
Because you are, first and foremost,
damn.
how the hell can you gotta realize how many women wish they could have a baby.
Right.
But you out here murdering something so beautiful, like you play with what the Most High gives you.
Right.
And now you would wonder why, after you had 5 abortions, now your mind's right. Now you want to have a baby and you can't have no
baby. Damn right.
Because goddamn, you let the goddamn doctor go in there and scrape out the inside.
Right.
So this is my thing though, man. All that being said is, man, hey, that's one thing I wish all the goddamn planet had that goddamn law.
That's right.
Because it's the God's law.
That's
and
right.
They're lucky for 6 weeks.
That's rich.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're still committing murder.
That's rich. Still murder.
So that's why I say y'all shouldn't be able to do none of that unless it was something extremely crazy, as far as a rape or something like that. Right. But other than that, guess what, man? You made your bed lay in.
That's right.
That's right.
Damn
hey,
right.
Be a priest and officer Corral the hand. Because he is 1,000% correct, man. Y'all consciously make the decision to go to the club, get drunk, go home with a brother, get on your back, get on your knees for the brother, living your best life, living a hot girl summer, and then you're like, well, I know I didn't make him put a condom on. I know I'm not on the birth control pill, or the shot, or the implant, or this implant, or that thing, and I know I didn't take a Plan B, and it's been about 7 weeks. And I've been sick in the morning, and now you got the great idea. Look, this devil Greg Abbott. You want to know why he made it 6 weeks? It's because in the sixth week of pregnancy, you can detect a heartbeat.
Yeah, right.
You can detect a heartbeat via ultrasound and other medical procedures, man. How does the oppressor have more of a heart than blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians when it comes to their own children, man? Comes to their own children. He said, all right, look, the doctor said he sees a heartbeat. It's qualified living enough for me. It should be qualified living enough for you. No killing it. And you're like, you're out of now you think you're living in some draconian oppressive dictatorship because your governor said you cannot murder babies.
Right.
You're sick in the head, like Officer Karab said, man. So go ahead, sir.
One more thing. You know what else, man? I'm gonna say this as well. I can't even, and now I'm up off the women that does these things, But I don't even think it's I can't even fault them as much as I want to because it goes to our leaders.
Right.
See, I'm gonna say it like this, man. If we were strong enough and we really love the Lord like we're supposed to love the Lord,
Right.
the whole generation will understand sex is marriage.
Right.
Sex is no game. Sex is not for fun.
Right.
They will understand how serious sex is.
That's right.
So that way they won't be so quick with giving their box away.
That's right.
But when you have an agenda where you can say, I'm single, I can see who I want to sleep with, and you ain't got nobody correcting that,
Right.
you're leading the sheep down the wrong path. You're
Right.
leading them to slaughter. That is why it's so many abortions, because guess what? Like the scripture say, they do what they don't understand. They know they don't understand.
Right.
And I don't think our women, click up in the about this.
Oof.
Don't all women, are we supposed to, it's the Salakia sisters for saying this, man. Like, a lot of women don't know they need a leader. A lot of women need to be told what to do and how to do it.
Right.
The proper way to do things.
Right.
So
Right.
that is why it is
Real talk.
set in that order. So if we're not telling our women at a young age that, sex, true is natural, but when you have sex, it's something special.
Right.
You're making an oath under the Most High.
Right.
Cherish your box. Man, cherish your rod. Like, you just can't run and dig down every goddamn thing.
That's right.
So, if you put that install that into them at a young age, you're going with the Bible says. Train a child where they should go.
That's
So
right.
they don't depart.
That's right, sir.
It starts from the youth and it starts from the leaders. That's why I thank Major Yohana and his ISUPK, because that would go out there and tell brothers and sisters, quit laying down with every goddamn thing.
Hey, damn right.
You gotta
Right.
work.
Damn right, man. Goddamn right. And he is completely right, man. Y'all, because you men refuse to have a backbone and be a leader
Right.
and lead your woman, man, and you, instead of leading your woman, you are led by your woman. That's why your daughters have turned into whores, man.
Right.
And that is sad to say, man. You look, I know brothers in the world who will not teach their daughter to not be a whore because they think they will be a hypocrite because they love whores. I was blown away. I was like, well, God, can you at least give them some give them that hypocrisy at least? God damn.
Right.
I was like, yo, you doing, if you know you doing bad, you know you down bad, right? You down bad, brother. You way down bad. You got daughters now. Change for them. That's how selfish we've become, man. We refuse to change for our own children's sake. That our heart is turned cold to the fruit of our wombs,
Right.
the wombs of our mothers and our wives, man, and the fruit of our loins. Calcazar, did you have something out?
Oh, so like, man, I was gonna say exactly what you just said, man. It's so crazy, like that brother is so like he still loves whores. So instead of not loving whores and teaching his daughter not to be a whore,
Right.
he
Damn.
will turn a blind eye so he
Damn.
can continue to make whores out of our women. Tonight. We love our vices and our lusts more than our people.
Damn.
Damn right.
Damn. Give Calcazar a hand.
Damn right.
Because we love our vices and our addictions more than our own children, man. And that's what Christ has come to stop. That's the mission of the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana, man. We are here to put a light on all of the shame that you have, man, so that you can bethink yourself and rethink again if you really want to choose that path. If you really want to allow your sons and daughters to go down the same path you're going down, man, you need to fight this unrighteousness. And that's why we commend brothers, even in their ignorance, like Lil Boosie, man. Lil Boosie, who fight homosexuality on his left and on his right side. That brother is boxing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And because he knows all the wrong he does. But there are some things he won't let go, man. And when we start somewhere, we can build from that. But when we don't have any morals at all, when we don't have any sort of conscience or sake of caring for our own children, man,
Right.
for our own loved ones, well, then we're gonna fall for everything. We're gonna die to every trap laid before us, fall into every pit, smoke every crack pipe, start every OnlyFans, because we refuse to have the morals that God gave us and to give those morals down to our children, man.
Right.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. And I'm gonna and God said it too. God said that we become cold-hearted even on our own children. I'm gonna get that in the Bible though. I got a couple more articles to run through. Go ahead, read this. Read the title of that article, like, in the first paragraph.
White House slammed Texas Governor, what's his name again? Abbott's defense of abortion law with no exception for rape.
All right, now the entire White House, the president, the vice president, who are both, Caucasian. I cannot stress this enough. That nationality or race is incredibly important, and you have to view these things when you're picking your leader as it is written in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, whose grandfather is Caucasian, which makes her Caucasian. She doesn't have a drop of so-called African American or Negro inside of her family tree whatsoever. But her family tree did own so-called Negroes, that's for sure. So they are slamming Governor Abbott's decision to prohibit black women and Hispanic women from murdering their children. And take a moment on that. Take a second on that, because a lot of black, Hispanic, and Native American brothers and sisters agree with the White House.
Right.
They agree with the White House. They're like, Governor Abbott is taking his power too far. He's doing too much now. Why would he stop these sisters from carrying out their reproductive health situation? That's not reproductive health, man. Look, what's a metaphor for this? Go ahead, sir.
Real quick, man. I'm gonna just say this. What you said is heavy for Rock Yard, because if I go back to Hosea 7:6, man, our people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge.
That's right.
So, see, right now, they've been brainwashed, like you said earlier, Priest. They think that they box is their body, they box, they can do whatever they want to, too, and with it. But then when they have that baby come up in them, they still fight in their body, so they can do whatever they can with it.
Right.
But I'm going to say this. If you think that committing murder is okay, I want to ask everybody who, if Salaki and the sisters that have been forgiven and everything, that repented and turned away from that, but do you think that's murder? Right. Like, how can you justify by killing something?
Right.
That's not no insect. It's not no animal. That's a human being that you just murdered.
Right.
You signed off on the death.
That's right.
And you don't think you're a murderer?
Right.
Come on, man.
Man, give Priest Karav a hand, man. And that is a sharp point that I was gonna bring out tonight, man. The excuses that brothers and sisters make. The excuses they make. Well, it's not even alive. It's really just a bunch of cells. It's not even this or that. A lot of y'all are vegan because y'all don't want to hurt animals, but are pro-killing human life, man. Human life is disposable, but that little calf, that dog, don't touch that dog. That kitten, precious. Don't harm the life of that kitten. Let me tell you something, man. I could give a goddamn. I will punt a kitten if it'll save a black, Hispanic, and Native American baby. I'll kick it through a goal line. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, this is for the blood of my brothers, real quick. Bingo. Go ahead, Cal, cause
So like, if I could, just real quick, that's hilarious that you say that. Like the priest brought up, like our sisters think like, it's my box, it's my body, I can do whatever they want with it. Well, if I got a possession, right, like my car, my shoes. Like if I got some shoes, you know what I'm saying? I'm in their mind. I can do whatever I want with them. I'm gonna preserve them.
Damn.
Clean them. Every day, whenever they get stuff, I'm gonna wear them.
Right.
I'm gonna put them in the, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have them in their little location. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take care of it.
Right.
But our sisters are so destroyed and our brothers are so destroyed that we take what's ours, we take our body and abuse it.
Right.
We say that our body is ours, we can do whatever we want to, and then we choose to abuse it and run it in the dirt, get every disease, abort our babies, lay with everything, and destroy ourselves.
Right.
Because we destroyed as a people.
That's right.
Like, that's
And
right.
give that a hand. Salaki. Bible shot. Because look, y'all say your body, your choice, man. Look, a lot of y'all are killing yourselves willfully. And then when y'all get at death's door, y'all praying to God. Y'all praying to God, Lord, save me. Lord, please save. Get a precept for me real quick. That's one of the precepts I got tonight, man.
You talking about
Isaiah 1:15. Man, if you have so many abortions, every abortion scars your womb because you started a pregnancy and your body is getting ready, it's creating hormones, it's starting its hormone patterns and things like that. And when you end it abruptly, it changes your body drastically. It leads to certain things that might lead to breast cancer and things like that. But these things aren't spoken about in the news. You know what I'm saying? And some abortions might even lead to where you can never have a child again.
Right.
In some states, Salakia. In some states, there are still certain mandates in effect that if you have like social services, food stamps, or something like that they can take your baby and they can burn your tubes.
Right.
I know some sisters, man, that can never have a child again.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got Section 8 because of this or that. And y'all are saying your body, your choice, man. What's more valuable? Is getting a cheaper rent more valuable than the life of a black man? And that's what we're really here to change.
Damn right.
What you think about your own people?
Damn right.
Cause niggas hate niggas. There's a whole song on TikTok and Instagram. I hate niggas. And I ain't singing it in the right cadence, but it's like that. Well, I love them. I love niggas. Right. I love Spics. They're the only people who deserve love on the planet Earth, man.
Right.
Because they've been used and abused by everybody else. And we are being killed for sport at this point, man. For sport and just for population control. You got that precept, Doc?
You said 1:15.
Come.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 15. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you.
This is the Lord speaking right now. He's saying when you spread forth your hands, which is how you pray. When you pray to God and you're like, Lord, heal my body. Let me have a child. Lord, please heal my body from this cancer. Do this, do that. But you had 18 abortions and got 130 bodies on you.
Man.
You loved and left every man you've ever known and never cared about anything that ever conceived in your womb. Read on.
When ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood.
The Lord says he will not hear your prayers. He won't hear them. Your hands are full of blood. Man. Your hands are full of the blood of your brothers and your sisters, man. Those are your children. Your children are your brothers and sisters, man. You don't care about the life of your own children, man. The most tenderest and youngest and most delicate among you, you hate. You love yourself more than them, man. And you know what I'm saying? And why would the Lord love you when you hate your own? When you hate what the Lord gave you, when you hate what the Lord blessed you with, man. The Lord will not answer your prayers when you. After your 18th abortion, after your 5th abortion, you've heard the priests and the prophets of God come unto you and tell you the wickedness that you're performing, and you have what they call that. You have a stiff neck and a hard head, and you won't listen to him. He's not gonna hear you, man.
Right.
He's not gonna hear you, and you're gonna die in your sin. You're gonna die in your sin until you change your ways and you change your mind. You know what I'm saying? As the Bible would say, you change your heart.
Right.
And see things how God made them. See things how they really are, man. And what reality really is.
Right.
Reality is abortion is murder. Abortion is murder. I'm going to get the next article about how abortion came about in history. And I'm going to prove that to you. Go ahead, Officer Corral.
Real quick, man. Let me say something, man. You know, man, abortion, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If you really just think about it, that is one of the most wickedest things anybody, like any human being can do.
Come.
Because that first and foremost, I just want to get to the history of it because it was an agenda. I'm gonna let you bring that out. I'm gonna stay away from that.
That's right.
But I just want y'all to think about this. If abortion was so cool and so popular, see, y'all want to popularize abortion, and it really is.
Right.
If you look at the numbers in the Black Hispanic and the Indian nation,
Right.
it's very popular. But then I'm gonna say this though: what if you was aborted? What if they would have aborted Christ, Moses,
Good.
Abraham? We wouldn't even be here.
That's right.
So while y'all are sitting here thinking about aborting somebody, and let me let you know this, man. How do you know you ain't got the next Christ in your body?
Right.
How do you know you ain't got the next leader in your body?
Right.
But you so quick to think of that right now moment, but you wasn't quick to think about it when you was on your back or face down, behind up, man.
Right.
Let it happen to you. I'ma just say this, man. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allselves, cause y'all are selfish.
That's right.
Cause you don't want to handle responsibility, or you want to think about your career, but you want to have sex. You are a selfish human being,
Right.
and you the scum of the earth.
That's right.
You a dirtbag because you are a murderer, and that, and then you want to be so prideful. Some of you women make me sick to my stomach. Know you done aborted 5 kids and got the audacity to say, you want to talk about a nigga ain't got no job, or a nigga ain't got this, he ain't got that. You a murderer.
That's
Shut your mouth. You a child. You couldn't handle responsibility. You need to look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm gonna say this, man. Any woman who done ever had an abortion shouldn't say nothing to nobody. They should keep their mouth shut and hold their head up high and repent to the Most High and live life humbly.
That's right.
Y'all should have nothing to say because you are a murderer, man.
That's right, man. Get out of hand. It's a lot of guys. We get the precept for me. There's a good shame, and there's a wicked shame and a good shame in the Bible. You look at it to hit Priest and Officer Karab's point, man, because you sisters have no shame. Y'all be blowing rod in the bathroom and come out the Bible says you wipe your lips and act like nothing happened, man. Ooh, y'all need to realize the evil that y'all are performing. And you know what? And a lot of this, all of this really lies on the fault. Most of it lies on the fault of the leaders of this community. But these are the leaders you chose.
Right.
I was talking to some sisters, man, out in Houston while we were celebrating the Lord's Holy Day, the feast of the blowing of the trumpets. Give that a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get out of hand right there. And the Lord is coming back. He's coming black and he's coming back to blow a trumpet of war on this planet, the evil it's doing to his people, man. And you sisters are helping that evil be progressed. But I was down in Houston talking to a couple of sisters, chopping it up with them. They only a few blocks from the school. They only two blocks from the school of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge down there. And I'm talking to them about this thing and that thing, and I can tell these sisters is down low. You know what I'm saying? They doing this thing and that thing, and I'm telling them how I'm a priest, and they rolling up a blunt in front of me and doing this. And they're like, well, you should come to our church. I was like, well, what is your church doing for you?
Right.
They think that to make a long story short, I told them what I do,
I told them I help blacks, Hispanics, I feed them, I clothe them, I get them right, man. I get them off the street and correct what got them on the street. And then I asked them what is their leader that they chose do. And you know what they told me? He makes, you know, he really explains life to me. He tells me that, you know, this thing ain't wrong and that thing ain't wrong and this and that. Basically, he tells her whatever she wants to hear, man.
Right.
So you could blame it on the leaders of this nation. You could blame it on the men that you choose, for sure. But always at the end of the day, know that you're equally culpable because you chose that leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you chose your husband or you chose that man you slept with. You chose that man look, you sisters good night, man. Y'all don't want sisters don't want no responsibility whatsoever.
Right.
Sisters will go blow ride for a blunt and then be like, well, I mean, that ain't true. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Listen, I'm just trying to live my life out here. And they believe that garbage because they've been taught it, man. They've been taught it by their leaders, and they chose to listen to that because they chose to follow their flesh. But I'm telling you right now, man, follow the spirit of the Lord God in heaven, the Most High God, Yahweh, man, and follow His will, and realize that your ways are wickedness and evil in His sight, man. You ever get that precept up? Yeah, I think so.
Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 21. For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
Now there is a shame that brings sin, man. You know, it's called peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? You are afraid, you're ashamed to not be in the clique or not be in the world. You know what I'm saying? You're ashamed to be hated by this world, as Christ put it, man. When I don't give when I'm what you call a real nigga. I don't give a damn about none of that, man. Look, I never cared if anybody liked me from the get-go. And you need to really get like that. A lot of you brothers are simping behind these sisters. Y'all are simple behind these sisters, and that's why y'all agree with all these abortion. That's why every time they be like, abortion, you deny women their health rights and this and that, you be like, yeah, they are denying you their health rights. Because you trying to get some box from a simple woman so you become a simple man. When you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed instead of you should be ashamed of those women should be ashamed. But because you want to be with them, you have shame for not being with them.
Right.
If you could hear that. You have shame to be not seen with them. You know what I'm saying? To be excluded from their little clique. From their little hot girl scene, man. When you're just gonna get, you know, if you don't use and leave them, they're gonna use and leave you, man. Keep reading.
Right. And there is a shame which is glory and grace.
And then there is a shame that is glory and grace. There is a sister out here right now watching this video and realizing the sins, realizing the gravity of the evil she performed on her own body, against her own people, against her own child, or her own children, man. And she realizes that she feels ashamed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
She's not proud like a lot of you wicked hot girls out there. She's not, you know, what do they say?
Whatever that mess is, I don't know.
Man, come on. I be on the internet too much to not know this. You know what I'm saying? They are not, a woman like this, she watches this class and her head hangs low. Her head hangs low and humbly because she knows what she's done is wrong, man.
Right.
She doesn't deny it. She doesn't lie to herself. She doesn't trick herself into believing it's right. Now, if those sisters I seen out there in Houston, if they had this kind of shame, man, I would have been so happy to give them a flyer. So happy to give them a card, man. Because the Lord, His sacrifice is a humble and contrite spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really feel bad for the evil that you've done in your life, man. Feel like you're garbage. Feel like you deserve the punishments that's written of in the Bible for doing the wicked acts that you did, man. Let me tell you something.
Right.
Everybody who's aborted their child deserves death, unless it was a medical health emergency. Everybody who's ever convinced a child to smoke weed or do this drug or that drug, they're a sorcerer, and they deserve death. That's according to the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not a physician. There's no such thing as a street. What they call them, a hood physician? No, you're a drug dealer, man. It doesn't matter if they're sick or not. You're giving out poisons to the people so that they can kill themselves. And the judgment for that in the Bible is death.
Right.
Now, when you feel like you deserve that death, you deserve the punishments of the Lord on you, that's when the Lord will start to hear your prayers again. And he'll deliver to you the right way. He'll deliver to you the way that you should go. Not smoking weed and dealing drugs and go buying whores every night. Mm-hmm. But living selflessly for your brothers and sisters, man. Caring for the people that nobody cares for. You know what I'm saying?
If I could,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's so heavy. Well, with all the priests bringing out tonight, man. You know, our people they say they love black people. I love black people. I love them. You know what I'm saying? They go to these different events. They go to, you know what I'm saying, different poetry. You know what I'm saying? Go different colleges. You know what I'm saying? Black colleges. But that's where the most abortions at, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say you love a person, love a race of people, a culture, and you killing them. You know what I'm saying? You know different from the so-called oppressor, man. You out there killing our own people. You know what I'm saying? Then you sit back and say, yeah, I miss my home, I miss my grandpa, I miss my daddy that passed away. You know what I'm saying? You still killing them.
He's trying to come back.
He's trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? We can't look. The thing is that we try to follow the oppression that the lifestyle. See, all that. This is my body, man. Came from that feminine movement back in the '60s, man. You understand? This is my body. I can do whatever I want with my body. No, you can't. You cannot. You understand? You can't go out here killing your baby.
Right.
You gotta take responsibilities, man. You are killing a nation. You are killing the Israelite. See, the thing is, we gotta know how special we are, man. We don't think we're that special. So you think you just killing a regular baby. No, you killing a baby with the Most High, man.
That's right.
You killing children with the Most High, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta recognize that, man. Shalaki, priest.
Nah, that's give a bonsai on the hand, man. The Bible says that the Lord makes all things. You don't think he made that baby? You don't think he chose? You don't think he orchestrated your pregnancy to happen, man? And you went out of your own free will to kill what the Lord created.
Right.
You don't think he's gonna have a problem with that? You don't think he's gonna have a that's why the kingdoms of this world will be judged. Because they kill what God's favorite people. Man.
That's right.
They kill, murder, oppress, and abuse God's favorite people, and there's a judgment for that. Right. Now, you don't think there's going to be a judgment for you killing God's children when they're in your womb, when He gave it to you to protect? Look, man, you make it make sense. Make it make sense to me, man. Right. And like this priest was bringing out, this wasn't even popular with black and Hispanic, especially Hispanics. Good night, Hispanics. You'll get beat out the house. They find out a lot. Back in the good old days, those were the good old days. Like your abuela would get a wooden spoon and beat you out the house. You know what I'm saying? Right. If she found out you was running with them boys, period, and then she found out you got pregnant, you getting beat again. If she find out you got pregnant and aborted it. Look, boy. Look, girl. You out of there. You super out of there. Because they know the value of family.
That's
man.
right.
And blacks know that too, man. Blacks know that too. They just a lot more selfish. You know, we play it close to we too afraid to get finessed and shysted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's all gonna change. When you come and follow the laws of God, man, and rule and establish His rules and His judgments, His statutes and His ordinances, you won't have to worry about looking over your shoulder to see if that brother cheating you, man. Right. Because because there are many layers to stop that and catch brothers who disobey those statutes and ordinances, man.
Right.
It's called counsel. And if it goes past all those layers and it has to go to the Lord isn't as merciful as your brothers are sometimes. Only reason the Lord ain't killed all of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians on planet Earth is because Christ went and died for all of us.
Right.
He went and pled before the throne of the Most High God and gave up his blood for his brothers, man. He gave up his blood. He lived a righteous life without sin and without blemish. And he went and he died for the whores, man. He went and died for you, even though he knew you would go and abort your babies.
Man.
He went and died for weed heads, drug addicts, prostitutes, and the pimps. You know, all of these brothers, man. Because he cared for you, man. That's the love that Christ had for his people. When are you gonna match him, man? And because of that love, God gave mercy to you. Now, if you don't have mercy on your own children, what do you think the Lord gonna do with you? Go ahead, priest. You got something to say?
Slightly, just if I could, like it's so heavy what you're saying, because if you're willing, okay, so like abortion and the feminist movement and all of those things, like all these things came from our oppressor trying to take us out through genocide, right? It's
right.
With our oppressors, you know what I'm saying? White women doing these things to put in our mind that we can do whatever we want with our bodies and our children.
Yeah, right.
So for our women to want to abort their babies, that's an act of surrender. You're selling yourself into captivity just so you can have a certain type of, so you can fulfill your lust, so you can have a certain type of pleasure. So with that, you might as well just sell yourself into sex trafficking.
Damn.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Right.
You're voluntarily selling your freedom. You're rejecting your freedom in the rulership of your people for a moment of pleasure, for you to fulfill your lust.
Come.
Like you might as well just go to sex trafficking. You're gonna have a pimp. You're gonna have somebody tell you
That's
what
right.
you can and can't do with your body, and you can have sex with whoever you want with no consequences.
Right. If I could, because it's like that scripture, James 2:10. You know what I'm saying? Different from what the priest saying. Like, different from, between like, you know what I'm saying? You out here, you out here being you being a whore. You know what I'm saying? You better just go be you know what I'm saying? A real hoe. You know what I'm saying? Shalaki. You know what I'm saying? Being the body trafficking, we gonna call it sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing we gotta understand, man. We gotta understand like. This, when you lay with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Shalaki, I'm going back to this, you know what I'm saying? When you lay with somebody, man, that's it, man. You are married. That's for life, man. Like my other one said earlier, man, it's a special thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very special, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like the script, I think in Exodus, and I think 22, or if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying, that when you lay with a man, when you lay with them, that you are married.
That's right.
But your Christian pastor will never tell you that. The Christian pastor tell you go out there and be a hoe, shalaki, be a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what they tell you to do. It's okay. Just repent. Repent and be another hoe.
I don't even know. I think they just tell them come pay their tithes. You go be
pay your tithes.
The pastors are the new pimps, man. You go out there, you lay with any brother you want, you charge them, you don't charge them, don't matter. Just come pay me my tithes. That's what your TD Jakes, that's what woman thou art loosed really is.
Right.
That's what TD Jakes and all these Christian pastors are telling you, man, because what is he telling you when he says you can go out and, that brother ain't treating you right? He ain't doing exactly what you think he should be doing? Leave him, sister. I'm the authority of God.
Right.
What the hell is he saying, man?
Right.
Go be a whore.
Go be a whore.
Right.
Get the water, sir. Go be a whore. Go be my whore and bring me, but pay your tithes and bring me back my money.
Or come sleep with me, then go be a whore.
And that's a pimp too. A pimp will sleep with their whores.
Good.
A good one, or when they think it's fair, a pimp will lay with their whore. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's why the scriptures say test the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, sir.
You gotta test that spirit, man. Because if anybody telling you something to do go against the Bible, that's already a demon. That should be a red flag. That should be thousands of them.
that's right.
Like, why are you telling me to go against someone you're saying you're serving?
Right.
You're supposed to be the representative of who you're telling me I should be serving, but now you're telling me to go against them?
Right.
What sense does that make? Like you say, man, it ain't nothing but pimping.
That's right.
It ain't nothing but pimping and money getting, man. You know, that is why, let me tell you something, man. That's why I said earlier, man, our leaders have failed us, man.
That's right.
That is, they allow the white man to complete their agenda.
Man.
Because you ain't have no strong brothers telling you what not to do, giving you the word. They learned the word from the white man and spoke it like the white man.
Right.
They want to stay in the New Testament. They don't want to go to the history.
That's right. That's
They don't want to go to the foundation of it.
That's right.
They want to. That's why everybody think God loves everybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because you want to learn from the white man. You don't want to use your own mind and go show yourself approved to go study yourself.
Right.
Because I guarantees you, if you read Deuteronomy, after you read chapter 28, 1 through 15, it just started ringing bells.
Right.
And 1 through 15 is the Salaka. That's the blessings. But if you would have read 16 through 64, that should have woke your ass up.
Right.
It should have had you raising your hand and questioning everything your pastor ever said.
Right.
Who is these people they talking to? This sounds like slavery. My bond men, bond women, children go to an enemy that does speak another language on ships.
That's right.
What?
That's right.
What? Come on, man. That is why they don't deal with the Torah, man.
Don't come.
I have never been to a church that started from Genesis, started from Deuteronomy, started from Exodus, started from Isaiah. The only thing you're gonna hear is Matthew, Luke, John, Galatians, all that. But they're gonna twist the scriptures up.
Right. Damn right.
God damn.
And you should know. Yes, the water priest. And you should know that they're liars, man. Because they tell you the Old Testament is done away with whenever you want to bring it up to bring up a point. But then they go read every story in the Old Testament about Samson, David, Goliath, and all of them, man. Well, why am I reading all this outdated information? That's how a liar rolls and how a snake rolls. They tell you what you want to hear to inspire you to get whatever their agenda is done, man.
Right.
And what Priest and Officer Karab was bringing out is exactly correct. Your pastor is reciting the doctrine of their oppressor, of your oppressor, man, right. of the so-called white man. And you need to realize that and get and change and really realize what's truth and what's a lie.
Right. What's
truth and what's a lie? Realize, fall away from your pimp, man. Come and chill with your brothers. Right. We just want the best for you.
Right.
We want the best for you. We sound harsh because we're passionate, man.
That's right.
Look, man, we passionate. Just like how brothers and sisters are screaming out on the street when the police are murdering us. That's how we are every camp day. So you don't get murdered. Salakia, priest.
Hey, man, I gotta bring out something real heavy real quick, man. You know what? As we talking and everything, it just opening my mind to think, like, really how destroyed our people is. Because, like you just said, we on the streets getting murdered. And you know why I feel like we can't show that compassion besides marching to our brothers and sisters?
Right.
It's because they feel as if Jesus is white. See, they have not broke that mindset yet.
Right.
Because they still go watch and see the lies, the propaganda that their oppressors still put in front of us. Right. But then you ask somebody, you know what color Christ is? They'll say, yeah, black. Okay, then why the hell you going out there and watching Passion of Christ? Why you going out there and watching all these new stuff when that goddamn Christ is white, man? Why y'all ain't marching against that bull crap there?
Right.
Why you ain't trying to get your God back and say why they lying to y'all?
Right.
See, they still believe in the white God, man. That's why we will never have the compassion for another brother out there getting murdered on the street. We can never turn against the oppressor and start loving our own people because we still think our God is white.
That's right.
If we can't get out of our mind, we're going to stay being controlled and manipulated, being pimped out by the oppressor because we got to get our God back. Once you get your God back, you get the culture back. You're going to come back to this Bible. But once you start, every time you think about the Bible, you think about Christ, and a white man pop up in your mind, you destroyed. And that's why you don't have no fight or no compassion for your brothers that's out there getting murdered every day. Damn. Go ahead, clap this up.
What's so heavy about that, like the priest said, like our people know that Christ is a black man.
Right.
Like people know that it's a fact. We just they just holding on hope that he is a white man though. They just holding on hope. So if Christ is a white man, that means the whole Bible is a lie. That means I can smoke my weed, I can sell my drugs, I can and I can abort my
Right. Okay. What he is saying is so right. Because if Christ is white, and that's what blacks are praying for, like he said, well, now I can love white people.
Right.
Now I'm not wrong for loving my oppressor.
Get you a Becky.
I can get me a Becky now. I'm really upgrading if I get me a Becky now. Right. That's evil in the eyes of the Lord. Christ is black, you know. The Bible says it, man. Look, y'all listening to Kanye West too much, talking about Jesus Christ is clear, man. That brother's out
He
here.
ain't say that.
That brother, well, he said it a couple years ago.
No, he said that for real?
Yeah, he said he ain't got a color.
Hosea, boy.
Come on.
He's silver or whatever.
Hosea 76. I'm telling y'all, people destroyed.
But that is the case, man. Y'all love the oppressor so much. That's why y'all are fighting for abortion rights.
Right.
Y'all don't even believe in abortion. I know people who would never get an abortion. Ever in their whole life. Close family members. I'd be like, they'd be like, this is wrong. Da, 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 da. I was like, well, would you ever get an abortion? No. All right, why are you fighting for it? Like, why wouldn't you get an abortion? And now I gotta show them in their mind where their brainwashing is.
Damn right.
I gotta be like, all right, why wouldn't you get an abortion? I just don't think I should. I really wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary. This and that. I was like, well, why are you fighting for other women to get an abortion? Well, you know, women should have the ability to. That's when they go into their brainwash. I'm like, okay, well, let me see what's really right, because of your love of your oppressor, you've innately taken on whatever he tells you, and whatever sounds nice, and you want to be in the group. You don't want to be excluded. You know, you want to eat, you want to drink from the same, what did Martin Luther King want? Swim in the same swimming pools, drink from the same fountains, come on, sir, eat at the same lunch tables. Like, I don't give a damn about their lunch table.
They nasty.
They food ain't got no goddamn seasoning on it. Salakia, sir. They steal all our recipes and make fast food chains off of it.
If I could, hey, go ahead.
Let me finish this point. Let me finish this. I'm gonna get right on. I'm gonna let you go, Wag. The thing is, man, y'all. That's why blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are fighting for all these dumb rights, fighting for homosexuality to be prevalent in children's schools and things like that, and fighting for this thing and that thing when it bears witness against their spirit. Right. When they know they would never support it, but they back off because their oppressor says, nah, you gotta let the children, you gotta let the little boys, if they, let them wear dresses to, kind of figure out if they want to be a boy or a girl. And they like, yes, oppressor, yes, master, yes. That's where your brainwashing starts. Right. Scientifically, it's been studied that blacks and Hispanics are suffering from PTSD to this day. It has become genetic that you come out as a baby and you believe that your oppressor is superior to you, man.
Right. And
I'm here to tell you the truth that he is inferior to you. He is the least. Right. He will be, if you just step up and take hold of your culture, take hold of what's right and what God morality is, man, everything will really be set right. What's really in your heart will be out in the open, and everybody will feel what you feel, or it'll be against the law.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your priest. I hope I ain't.
Oh no! What you're saying is very heavy. You know what I'm saying? And this is different between serving Jesus and Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Serving Jesus, then you love white people. Serving Jesus, say you think Martin Luther King was right. Serving Jesus, you think Thurgood Moss was right when he did the brown board education, going against Shalaki, when he tried to get that sister going to school them Edomites. Serving Jesus Christ says it's okay to be a whore. But serving Yahweh Shah, you know it's good for us to be separated from these doggone oppressors, man. These doggone devils, man. Serving Yahweh Shah, you know it's a doggone shame to be a whore. And not be uplifted and glorified, man. Serving Yahweh Shah, you know to be a brother to your brothers, man. It's a difference, man. Jesus Christ, look. Jesus Christ got you doing everything under the sun, man. But Yahweh Shah got you in order, man. He follow rules and regulations, and you follow what he say, man. You know what I'm saying? It's order, man. Shalak, you priest. I just want to bring that out.
Nah, that's exactly right, man. That's exactly right, priest. And that's what it is. Either you're with Christ's order, or you're with the order of your oppressor, man. You're following it. Christ said, you know. Man, if a man have two masters, he'll love one and hate the other.
That's right.
You got Jesus, you got Yahweh Shah, man. And I know who you love by the words you say. That it bears witness to what's inside of your mind, man.
Right.
I can tell. It's not even, and it's a difficult concept for other blacks and Hispanics to realize, because they try to play the fence, which is something your oppressor taught you. He taught you to play the fence. Yahweh Shah, the black Jesus Christ, the only Jesus Christ.
That's right.
He taught you to be one way. And he said, if you lukewarm, I'll spit you out of my mouth. I'd rather you be hot or cold, man. Either be all in or all out. Get in or get out. Get out. You know what I'm saying? What a black brother say? They get out the way or get rolled over, something like that. And that's what it is, man. That's how Christ is. Now, when you like, well, I just think that we should come in the middle of this and that. I'm like, well, you believe that you do believe in murdering babies, or at least halfway in it. Maybe we should murder half of the baby and keep half of it alive. Maybe we should let the kid be half gay. He could be gay on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Good night.
But on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, he's straight. That's not how Christ rolls. That's not how the Lord rolls. Go ahead, Calcazar.
It's like, if I could real quick, I love this truth, man. And that's because, you know what I'm saying, by following the scriptures as they're written to a T and not deviate from it, it makes a clear cut in what right and wrong. In the world, especially in the Christian church and in politics and all those all these things in the world, they blur the lines. So
very much.
Once you bring up the argument, for example, for abortion, it's there's a debate, and you know what I'm saying? You can debate okay, well, I understand why this person would get an abortion. I understand why this person, it's a debate, it's up for discussion. Yeah. But if you read the scriptures and follow it to a T, it makes a clear cut. Don't abort your babies. Don't do this. Don't do that. So that it's a whole lot simpler.
Right.
So that you can actually get help. If you're out here trying to abort your babies, if that's really what you think it's cool to just lay with men and then abort your baby and then lay with another man, abort your baby. You're being a whore. You want to be a whore, and that's as simple as it. It's just that simple.
That's right.
You don't have to elaborate any further and try to debate. You are a whore. So now we know that you're a whore and you love Rod and you're addicted. What we gonna do to help you out?
Right.
What can we do to fix you?
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Get that piece of hand.
That's right.
That's right, man. And that's what we came here to do, man. We came to show you that's how you fix addiction. You make the addict confess. You gotta show him. That's how you fix most mental health problems. You have to be able to show them. You force it into their face. Look, you're doing this, man. You're smoking crack. You've been gone for 8 months, and I seen you out on the streets. I've heard stories. You've been doing this, doing that, just to make enough money to get high tonight, man. You need to stop. And they gonna deny it. You know, that's what a crackhead does. You ever seen an episode of Intervention? They be like, no, I ain't done that. No, I was with you there on your birthday. Yeah, I was always there for you. Da, 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 da. And they family is breaking down crying like, nigga, no, you have not. You've been blowing rod, bro.
Right.
You've been blowing rod to smoke crack.
Man.
And that's how you have an intervention. This is your intervention. So-called, the Isupk is your intervention. So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. We are putting it in your face, your sin in your face, so you can make a choice now. You can't run from it anymore.
Right.
You can't run from it anymore. Make a choice. You can hide from it, or you can start changing, man. Look, you know what I'm saying? Start changing. This is my advice personally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers in here, they cold-blooded. They take you or leave you. You know what I'm saying? Me, like, I care about you, brother. I care about you.
Damn right.
Sister, I care about you, man. If nobody else gives a damn about you, I give a damn about you, man.
Damn
you
right.
need to see.
Damn right.
You need to realize. Look in the mirror, man. Look in the mirror and realize the wrongs that you've made in your life and change.
Damn right.
Change, and you don't got to do it alone. Lean on the brotherhood. Lean on the sisterhood. It's these brothers and sisters' job. It's my favorite thing to do. Is make niggas do things they don't want to do for other niggas. I be like, hey, where you at? Oh, great. This brother needs stuff. And that's what this is about, man.
Right.
That's what getting with your family is about.
Right.
Yo, nobody want to wake up at 6 a.m. to drive you to work, but they do it because they love you.
Right.
And that's what we gonna do, man, metaphorically and literally. Because we love so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Calvin.
I got something to say.
Just briefly. This is, just to bring it all back down to earth, this is all for justice. Just to put it in context,
That's right.
This is all for the love of our people. We've never gotten justice, so we get high, we turn the whoredom to being whoremongers. We turn to our oppressor and love our oppressor because we never got justice. We're about getting justice in here. Now, just to lay it flat, we try to get you justice. We're not
That's
here
facts.
beating up on our women.
That's real love.
Because, it's fun, or just like we in here like, okay, you're a whore. Well, why are you a whore? Okay, your uncle touched you as well. You were molested when you were younger.
Right.
Okay, so now we know that you need counseling. You don't need drugs. You don't need that. You don't need ride. You don't need to be a whore. You don't need to sell your body.
That's
you don't
right.
need to be a stripper. What you need is justice and counseling.
That's
so
right.
You can be a whole human being. We're trying to make you whole in here.
Right.
That's what we bring out every week. You know what I'm saying?
And that's right, man. That's right. We're trying to make you look good for your court case, which is coming up very soon. God is going to put everybody on the stand. He's going to put everybody on the stand, the victim and the assailant. Is that it? I believe the victim and assailant. He's going to put them both on the stand. Now, your assailant is clearly guilty.
Right.
But what if he puts you on the stand and now you say, because I was assaulted, I had to go and assault these people and do this just to make it by. Look, I'm trying to clean you up for your court case with the Lord.
That's right.
So you go in there with a nice, a little dress on, or you come in there looking like a nice Hebrew man with a mitri or the right attire on, and you go in there and you tell the Lord, even though this wicked deviant assaulted me and lied to me and cheated me out of most of my life, Lord, I held true to everything that you told me to do, and I remain blameless. And because of that, you'll get a reward, and your assailant will get eternal judgment, man.
Right.
And that's what we here for. That's what this whole lesson. That's what all the lessons, all the classes are about, man. To get you right for your court case, or to point out your assailant, man, and so show you and inevitably show you not to be like him. And that's what we become, because the oppressor oppresses us. We feel like we now have the right to oppress ourselves and oppress those around us. And I'm here to tell you that will make you equally as guilty as him when Christ comes back.
Right. If I could, real quick, I know you about to put a precept.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. I'm gonna be real quick. The water. You know what I'm saying? No, it's so heavy because it's all about justice, man. Like with the priest Kagazala bringing out, justice is the main reason. Justice is what we want. You know what I'm saying? But how can we get justice, man? Let me tell you this, man. This just being real, man. To get justice is for our brothers to wake the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Stop being, the scripture says that in Proverbs saying that don't be in the midst of your woman. Meaning that don't try to catch everything she got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the abortion. Half of a brother like, well, if you want to do it, it's okay. Nah, man. Stand up and be a man. Be like, nah, baby, don't do that.
That's right.
You killing my son. You killing my daughter, man. You killing Israel. That's being a man. Being a man, be like, hey, baby, chill out. I got this. You need to speak up for me. I got this. You know what I'm saying? That's being a man. Being a man is going to bring justice to Israel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How that gonna play out? That we're gonna be warriors. Come to ISBK and be a warrior, man. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be personal spirit, man. I'm a laid back brother, man. But in ISBK they teach you can't be laid back at the time, man. You gotta speak up for your people, man. Right. You still can have a quiet spirit, but you gonna speak up though. You know what I'm saying? That's being a man. Being a man is whole accountability and taking check-ins, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's being a man. So all my brothers out there, man, be accountable, man. Grow your loins, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Tell your woman, nah, man, don't abort my baby. I want my baby. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's all about, man. We gotta build Israel, man. We gotta build Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, man.
Right.
You understand? We gotta build this kingdom. Shalaki, priest. I ain't trying to do all that, man.
Nah, get out of here, man. Get out of here. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna point out to you, man, who has led us to this path of destruction, man.
Right.
Abortion is old as Egypt. That's coming up later and at the tail end of this lesson. I'm gonna tell you where it is right now, man. This is why the United States of America has the spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt, as it is in the Bible, man. Partly because of abortion, right. the oppression of blacks and Hispanics, and the abortion, man. Read that. U.S. Today.
This is from the article of U.S. Today. Removes statuses of Margaret Sanger, Planned Parenthood. Founder ties to eugenics and racism.
Now, Planned Parenthood has removed statues of Margaret Sanger. A lot of y'all don't even know who Margaret Sanger is, but I know you know who Planned Parenthood is because y'all been there before. Y'all went in the office, y'all got that little checkup, you know what I'm saying? Not in Texas no more. Y'all ain't doing that down here. Give the Lord a hand for that. Hey, give the Lord a hand for that. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, man. If the child is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, bring them to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
And commanding General Yohana will raise that child.
That's right.
Don't abort that baby. What's your problem?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We will take care of that child if you are so weak and so feeble that you are unable to, or maybe, whatever you believe is holding you back from taking care of that child. But me, I gotta tell you something. I'm a black man. Man, my mother made a way. Oh, Lord, good night. Lord,
get that ahead.
Lord bless black women right there.
Get that ahead, man.
Lord bless black women. I'm gonna talk about my story, and I'm gonna talk about stories I've heard.
Right.
My look at that. I got an 8 on my shirt. My mother had 8 children.
Most High in Christ.
Barely had one nigga, and raised all 8 of us and got us all living, and ain't never, you know what I'm saying, never, you know, went to no clinic, no Planned Parenthood clinic for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because she cared for the life that the Lord gave her, man.
Right.
And that's what you should care for, man.
That's
y'all
right.
shouldn't think it's so easily disposable. Y'all, and you shouldn't think it's so difficult to take care of either, man. I'm gonna tell you, look, man. If you black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you get it, man. You've grown up on beans and rice. You've taken all sorts of. I know brothers who took baths with Dawn dish soap, spam. Good night. That's unlawful, but you know. So you in them trenches. You in them trenches though, but you with your brothers though, and that's what makes it valuable, man. That makes your meal a 5-course meal now, because it's not just the price that it took to get it on the table. It's the price of feeding you and your family, man.
Right.
And black women be doing that all by their damn self. Now you cowardly women out there who are like, I can't do that. I'm 22. I'm in college. I'm just trying to have fun. And y'all go out to the clinic after being so stupid and naive. How are you in college? You're getting a higher education. You don't know about a contraceptive.
Good night.
You don't know about you don't even know about a plan B. You out here gonna get a diploma and do what? All you simpletons, y'all go out there and through your weakness, you fold to the brainwashing and the program of your oppressor, and you go and get your child and my brother or sister aborted. Well, look, man, you don't got to do that. Just have the baby and bring them to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge,
That's
man.
right.
And we'll take care of them, man. I'll do it, man. I'll do it. I make ends meet. Lord, sometimes I wonder how I do it. Then I'll be like, it be the Lord. It be the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my mother believed in too. She believed in the Lord. She believed in the life that the Lord gave her, and shit, look, Salaki, and I'm here today.
That's
you know what I'm saying? My brothers and sisters, they here today, and they had every opportunity that they ever wanted to have. So, give me that article. What you read the title, right?
Mm-hmm. Like all across America, video of activists attacking statues played on a loop, while some political leaders voiced their support for removing all reminders of people whom personal history put them in a negative light, and asking for U.S. Capitol to be cleansed of Confederate statues. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said they must go before their efforts were to achieve such a plainly racist end. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said on NBC today shows that removing statues is a healthy impression of priorities and values.
So basically, this is a bunch of mixed messages on a bunch of protesters talking about taking down Confederate flags and high established and highly regarded and received areas in the city or in the state, and sometimes even in the capital of the whole country, for, you know, basically white supremacists, white supremacists, Ku Klux Klan members.
Oh yeah,
things like that. You know what I'm saying? And some people are saying that's not right. Some people are saying that's all right. Whatever the case might be. The thing is, you shouldn't listen to any of that.
Right.
It's gonna get to somebody specifically whose statue was removed, and what they established, and what their racist supremacist movement was, and so on and so forth. All right, go ahead and read Racist Roots for those. Yeah, go ahead.
For those identifying historical figures with racist roots who should be removed from public view because of their evil histories. Planned Parenthood's founder, Margaret Singer.
Okay, all right. So let me. Planned Parenthood's founder, Margaret Sanger. So every clinic that says Planned Parenthood on it, every clinic you can get an abortion in, you could just blame it on this woman right here.
Right.
Planned Parenthood is the biggest network of abortion clinics in the nation.
Right.
And they call it, ironically, Planned Parenthood. But the only plan you can get is to destroy your parenthood. Right. Which is the Bible calls the oppressor the most subtle beast of the field.
That's right.
Because he's such a good liar. He's such a good liar. He makes evil sound good, and he makes good sound evil. Just like the snake in the garden, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go on. Keep reading, man.
Okay. Margaret, okay. Planned Parenthood's founder, Margaret Singer, must join that list.
Planned Parenthood's founder must join that list of racists and race supremacists and racist Ku Klux Klan members and Confederate party having cats. I wonder why. Even though she started Planned Parenthood, which is about women's rights, ain't it?
Right.
Planned Parenthood is about women's rights.
60s.
Or am I confused? Keep reading.
And promoting birth control.
Okay.
She advanced a controversial Negro project.
Okay.
Oh, I'm laughing at the Slovakia.
This is Margaret Sanger is known and famous for promoting the Negro Project, which is why she's a founder of Planned Parenthood. In fact, she got the funding to create Planned Parenthood and the organization that was before Planned Parenthood because of her proposition on the Negro Project, which is based on culling the Negro population and lesser whites and whatever other minority, but mainly Negroes, as it is stated in the title, the Negro Project. Basically aborting their children, giving black women contraceptives like, birth control, but also mainly and chiefly creating and sneakily writing into law those laws I was bringing out earlier in the class, where if a woman, is on SSI or things like that, and she's getting assistance from the state or the federal government, that then they go in and burn her tubes. That is a part of Margaret Sanger's Negro Project. Keep reading.
Wrote in her autobiography about speaking to a Ku Klux Klan group.
Speaking to who?
A Ku Klux Klan group.
All right, go ahead.
And an advocate for a eugenics approach for breeding for the gradual suppression, elimination, and eventual extinction of the defective stocks.
God damn!
Oh, I couldn't even say it.
Read that again.
I couldn't even say it. She
went to the Ku Klux Klan.
Wow.
For the eventual what? Read that again. She wanted some help from them oppressors in white hoods. For what? Keep reading. Read it again.
Speaking to a Ku Klux Klan group and advocated for a eugenics approach to breeding for the gradual suppression, elimination.
The gradual suppression, elimination. Continue. and eventual extinction. Read it, I get.
So
they don't think I made it up.
And eventual extinction, of defective stocks. Those humans weed which threaten the blooming of the finest flower of American civilization.
Every sister or brother who says that Greg Abbott is oppressing women's rights for not allowing abortions after 6 weeks is a racist. And you are on the side of Margaret Sanger. And you will believe in her Negro project, in her gradual what? In her gradual what? I read that again. In her gradual you believe in her you believe in her gradual suppression. Keep reading.
Elimination. And eventual extinction of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Good night. That's what I see. That's the truth behind the propaganda, the politics, the cloak and dagger, the smoke and mirrors that you're talking behind. These talking points you've been given are meant to kill you. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man.
That's right.
They're meant to destroy you. That's what I see. That, and because I care so much about you, as I brought up earlier, I won't be having that. I won't be having any of that. You're gonna have to pipe down on all that on all that self-hatred that I hear coming out of your mouth. And I'm gonna educate you on what's real. What's real is you've been lied to, and I'm here to tell you the truth. And if you don't believe it, like Priest and Officer Bonzayan brought up, man, try the fruits. Test the man. The Bible says, prove all things, man. Prove me wrong or prove me right. You'll be proving me right, I promise you. Prove me right, and I'm going to show you the evil of this wicked country. Right. I'm going to show you the evil that they've made us perform on ourselves and on our own brothers and sisters, man. Against our own people, our own family, and our own nation.
Right.
And that's what will be proven. But if you don't prove it, well, then you want to believe the lie. Then you want to be with Margaret Sanger and her Negro project, man, and her you know, and the evils that she's gonna perpetuate on our people. And again, I will not be having any of that. So either you'll be educated or you'll be the enemy of God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's it is what it is. You know, as a black man would say.
If I could, please,
go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? It's we all know they saying if a bird, when they say a bird,
a bird of a feather flock together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
That if you you can say you don't agree with it, but then you go over there and get an abortion because well, it just depends on the situation. No, you still on the same board as Margaret Sanger. You still the same boy. Hey, Martin Luther King was with her too.
Right.
Boom.
Damn. Good.
Martin Luther King was with her too. I love Martin Luther King.
I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the thing, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I could, Priest, you know what I'm saying? This is so heavy, man, because we need to understand that our leaders led us astray, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King was a person that understood black, Hispanics, and Native American struggles, and you know what I'm saying, agree with it. He would never agree with Margaret Sanger, man. He would never hold hands with the enemy, man. He would never, you know what I'm saying, lead his people to a burning house, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need to understand, like these people that they're supposed to be our leaders of trade.
That's right.
Nobody told us that having an abortion is wrong. Nobody told us that, man.
Nobody had to.
Nobody had to. Priest, man, go ahead, Priest, man, because I know you want to go in, man.
Nobody had to tell a black man or a Hispanic man, hey, killing your babies is wrong. Duh. But when a liar and a snake sneaks into your household and whispers in your ear, and you love that snake and you love everything he does and does against you, well, then you're gonna listen to him, man. And that's the problem. You gotta weed that snake out of the grass. What they say? You gotta chop the grass.
Chop that grass and see what's pop out.
I'm cutting the heads off of snakes, man.
Right.
I don't want none of them in my house, in my grass. I don't want a 50-mile radius.
Right.
Of snakes around me, man. nor rats and the other disgusting creatures of the sword. And that's the thing, man. When we listen to snakes and listen to rats, you become a snake. You become a rat.
Right.
Like the priest brought out. Birds of a feather flock together.
Damn right.
If you say, and that's what the priests of the Israelite school bring out all the time, man. If you are a ally to somebody who is an opponent of God,
Right.
well then you're an opponent of God.
Damn right.
You're, like the LGBTQ community, they say the A stands for allies. Well, if you're an ally, well then you're my enemy. You're my
That's
E.
right.
If you're their A, you know what I'm saying?
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue, man. I'm not playing no fence. You ask me the question, I ain't messing with you, bro.
Right.
I ain't messing with your lifestyle. You need to change. It's unhealthy, and we can talk about it. But I'm not gonna cower out and can I say? I ain't gonna say it. But I ain't gonna be a coward, and I ain't gonna be a coward and be like, you know, your lifestyle ain't wrong, and you know you should live however you feel like, and this and that. Well then, what is right and what is wrong?
Right.
When you say those vague, snakish words,
Right.
man, because you say the words of a snake, you are a snake now. You know what I'm saying? Because you're an ally to a homosexual, you are a homosexual to me.
Right.
Because you ally yourself with people who want to abort and murder their babies, to me, you're somebody who is a murderer of babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's clear cut dry. That's clear cut dry to me. It's just like somebody, the blacks and the Spanish will get this the most. It's just like somebody, you got a friend, right? Let's say I'm a bum friend. I go hang out with another clique of people, and all they do is bash a bun and down them and say this about them and that about them, and I laugh on their jokes and I do this and I do that. Well, don't that if I mess with them, don't that mean I also don't like a bun? That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looks like to me, and that's what it really is. That's what it really is, man.
Right.
When you ally yourself against an enemy, then you're that enemy. That makes yourself an enemy to that other opponent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch who you give your allegiances to, man.
That's right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are now making themselves willful enemies of God because of the lies of politicians and preachers.
Right.
Pedophiles, and what's worse than a goddamn pedophile? You're making yourself out. You're listening to a pedophile and making yourself an enemy of God. Why is it up, like, man? Why is it up, man?
Good night. You know, it's so heavy because, like, you know what I'm saying, it might, like, we know the true who that picture is of Jesus Christ is all around the world, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, his name, you know what I'm saying, he came from the Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying? What was he? He was a rapist. You know what I'm saying?
That's
homosexual.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could preach, like, if you associate yourself with someone like that, then that's what you are, man. For you Christians out there, you are homosexuals, you're a rapist, you're a child molester, man. You think you're righteous, but you're not. You're not righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you agree with the Roman Catholics say, man. And a bunch of them are corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
They are corrupt.
They all corrupt. Slocky priest. They are all corrupt, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. Who's not corrupt, man. The people who follow the Bible to a T, man.
That's right.
The people that live this Bible through and out, man. Every day of their life, man. The brothers that in the ISBK, the people that's in the ISBK, man. That's who not corrupt, man. I'm the commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. And that's exactly right. Give me Exodus 1 and 15. I'm gonna show y'all that eugenics, killing black and Hispanic babies, is not old. It's not new. You know what I'm saying? It's as old as Genesis and Exodus, man. The beginning of the Bible, the beginning of civilizations. They say Egypt is the first civilization, you know, or first empire of the world. Well, this right here is telling you about Egyptian abortions. against black, and it was made just like how Margaret Sanger made the Negro Project. It was made to combat the lives of black males in Egypt. Read that.
Right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 15. And the kings of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the ones which Shapara, and the names of the other Pruah. Verse 16.
Now the kings of Egypt were speaking unto the chief nurses of Israel. You could translate that to your modern day politicians or whatever you want to call it, the leaders of this country. They were like, yeah, y'all should. What did they say to him? I keep reading.
Verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife.
Now, when you go into these sisters' tents and you want to go and help them, through their labors of a child, do what?
When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women.
To the who?
Hebrew women.
To the who?
Hebrew women.
To blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Continue.
And see them unto the stool. If it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
You should do what?
Kill him.
You shall do what?
Kill him.
Look, y'all think a lot of y'all, some of y'all, not a lot of y'all, some of y'all, a small fraction of abortion positive people who are watching this think that, all right, well, Barack, yeah, you had a point, but there's no children getting aborted after they're born. There's no children getting killed outside of the womb. You better look again. You better check again. In New York City, I believe, you can get that baby killed right after he's born.
Good night.
And in other, what do they call that? New England states, you can get that done.
Good night.
And they call that abortion.
Wow.
It is considered a new, abortion, because when you put, and that's another thing, man.
Ooh,
let me talk about the excuses. Let me talk about the profound and ridiculous excuses people make to allow themselves to murder a child. They'll be like, well, it's so early, it's really just a bunch of cells, or whatever they want to say. You're not a doctor, you're not a scientist, you don't know what it is.
Okay, can I give you one?
Yeah, go ahead, Ike.
The one they say, oh, I don't want to bring you into this world. That's one of them.
Damn, look, you sound like a serial killer. You sound like the Joker out of Batman.
Wow.
You sound like an insane person.
Right.
It's better that you didn't have to live through this hell. And then you go kill a child. You go blow up a hospital, man.
Good night.
That's what you look and sound like, man. Your excuses are just excuses to murder and to kill. That's what insane people do. They didn't treat me right.
Right.
So I'm gonna go knock them off. That's what oppressors who go up and shoot the college campus up and shoot the high school campus up say. I was being bullied. So I grabbed my dad's AR-15 and 20 magazines and I went to the school and I did what was right.
Right.
You're making your own justice out of excuses, man.
Right.
This abortion is wrong at every period of the clock. From the moment that Plan B stopped working, that spermicide stopped working, you out of there, big fella. That seed going that egg, you know what I'm saying? You out of there, big fella. It's over. You are in the process of having a child. So it's like it's so good.
I'm gonna say this, man. See that spermicide, that Plan B? That's you know what you're doing. You're basically advocating that sex is okay.
No,
Fuck
yeah,
the Plan B.
and that's that.
Fuck the spermicide. Don't have sex if you're not trying to live the rest of your life with that man or that woman.
That's right.
Give that a hand.
That's right.
Why?
Real talk.
And that's the real point of it. I'm at the end of the look. That's Priest and Officer Karab. Karab means sword. Look, I'm over here at the hilt. Officer Karab is at the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Straight to the point.
He's on point. Why are you having sex with people you don't want to have a baby with? Why are you having sex with people taking risks? What do they call them? Crash dummy chances. About to bring a life in the world, but you so selfish. You like, well, he bought me a few drinks. It ain't worth this baby's life. Click, clack, boom. You get to the point, man. You a whore, and you are so selfish that nothing can stop your whoredom, not even another person's life.
And if I could
go ahead.
If I could, that's why it's so important. Like in Isupk, we court for 6 months, man. How long you need to court for? You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't it's so because like in the 60s and 50s they did that. Right. You know what I'm saying? They not just laying sleep with nobody. It gets to know someone. You know what I'm saying? Right. So right now going on in the world today, sleeping with someone or having one night stand is a custom now. Right. It's known. It's well known. You know what I'm saying? So for us to stop with these abortions, man, we got to get to know. Like the priest said, sleep with somebody you want to have a baby with, man. You know what I'm saying? You love that. You like that brother, how he move, how he talk to you, how he treat you. Have a baby with that. Sleep with that brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sleep with the brother because he look good for one night. Or don't sleep with that sister because she got a big behind. You know what I'm saying? Get to know each other, man, so we can cut down killing our people, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when you bring out this so heavy, if I could.
Nah, you good. Right?
When you bring out so heavy with his exodus, man, you see that he said kill everyone. He said kill every son. See, the devil works, man. They subtile, man. You know what I'm saying? Even this time, man, with the Egyptians, the Hamites, man, you know what I'm saying? They say kill every son. You know what I'm saying? Why I say kill every son? Because they can't breed no more Israelites, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Go ahead. I ain't trying to cut you off, Chris. Go ahead.
Nah, that's right. Because if you have women, you can make whatever, an Egyptian man can lay with a Hebrew woman. It'll just be an Egyptian child, man.
Right.
But if you got one Hebrew man and any woman on planet Earth, you can make all the children of Israel, man.
Oh, look. If you go deeper, the covenant's still there. If you have one Hebrew man, only one Hebrew man and 20,000 women, the covenant is still there. Yeah, and that's what they're scared of, that we will inherit the kingdom, man.
That's right.
That's all crazy, man.
Give for me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. You know what I'm saying? And these excuses that brothers and sisters, I heard brothers and sisters be like, I can't. Well, what if I can't take care of the baby. I don't have enough money and this and that. So or really they be like, poor women don't even say that really. Because they know they're gonna get they can get Section 8 child support, WIC. Even if you exclude child support, you got food stamps, so on and so forth. Section 8, welfare. God damn, that's a lot of money already.
Right. Hey.
Now, no poor woman saying that, but women who care, women be like, well, if women should be able to get an abortion if they can't take care of the baby, whatever the hell that means, because there's public assistance to get your child into daycare at discounted rates or for free. Mm-hmm. What if they can't take care of the baby and this and that? Well, I don't hear these same women going out and saying rich women should keep every baby that they get knocked up with. At the end of the day, it is an agenda, and it's a law on the books, so that you can murder children, man. And that's what it is. Right. That's what God sees. That's what I see. That's what I see as my Lord sees. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And when you lie to yourself and say it's anything different, you making all these excuses and changing the truth into a lie. Well, then you're just you're living in an imaginary fairy tale land. You living in La La Land, man.
Right.
What La La Land? You living in a La La Land where we can murder babies and get off scot free and go. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you which would not venture to set the stool of her foot, of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
This is the Lord telling the children of Israel. He told Moses, he was like, tell my people what's going to happen to them if they obey me and if they disobey me. This is what happens when you disobey the Lord. Right. As a nation, we all go through this, man. He's saying right here, even the tender woman among you, even the nice one, you know, that nice sister, she don't really, you know, she like that. She tender, she delicate, she very ladylike. You know what I'm saying? She not Sharkeisha. She I don't know, Delicia. I don't know. What's a nice black woman name? Lynn, Esther. Yeah, that's
Patrice.
Hand. Yeah, that's just their hand for that one.
Oh, I see you saying Esther. What's her name?
Yeah, she not Sharkeisha.
Judas?
She Esther.
Judas.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, exactly. Judith. She not Sharkeisha. She Judith. You know what I'm saying? Even the Lord is saying, even Esther, when y'all are disobeying me as a nation, even that delicate woman, what will she do?
Ooh. Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband.
Her eyes shall be evil towards her husband. She gonna look at her man and be like, this nigga ain't worth shit. So like, shit, this nigga ain't worth a dime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could go out and give me another one. In fact, I am. I'm gonna put on this tube top, this tube dress or whatever, and go out and go have me a hot girl summer. Keep reading.
Right.
Even the delicate woman.
Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter.
And her eyes will be evil towards who?
Towards her son, and towards her daughter.
They'll be so selfish. Even the nicest, delicate women among us will be, their eyes will be evil towards their own children. These children are out, you know, they leaving their children, latchkey children. They not at work. But they like, I'm trying to go get high and go rock the club. So, you know, you hold it down. You know, cook for your brothers and sisters. You don't do nothing. I'm going to come back and I'm going to beat all your ass. Shalom. And they gone. Keep reading.
Verse 57. And towards her young one that cometh from between her feet.
And even towards her babies. She shall be evil, man. And that's what this abortion is, man. Because the selfishness of women, this is a curse from the Lord.
Right.
You know, the Lord predicted this way back in the first civilization, over 8,000 years ago, when dirty Africans were ruling the majority of the planet. The Lord was like, if they obey me, or if they disobey me, your wives will be going to a place called Planned Parenthood and aborting their own children.
Wow.
What verse were you in?
57. Yeah, a little bit more now.
Yeah, you go ahead and finish.
And towards her children, what she shall bear, for she shall eat them.
She shall what?
She shall eat them. For she shall eat them for want of all things.
For want of all things, man. You're gonna eat your own children, man. That the scriptures are manifold. That's saying, look, literally, it has literally come to pass where women in Israel have eaten their own children. That's Deuteronomy 28, verse 57, sir.
Oh wow.
This is the curses, and for want of all things, because you want to have what do they say? You want an Audi, you want a Birkin. You're gonna go have an abortion. You're gonna go have a surgery done. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. You're gonna destroy your own children. So because you just want what this oppressor has put in front of you. Go ahead.
Right.
Nah, Salaki, but like, you know, like it's women out there that be eating their placenta, literally, right, making smoothies out there. That's heavy. I never even thought about that scripture. Like they literally had a baby, the birth sac. They take they tell them to keep the birth sac, and then they eat it. They make milk. I seen a video on Facebook where I think the Kardashians did it. They made a meal and served it to their family, like out of her placenta.
That's barbaric.
I don't witchcraft.
Is there any like scientific game from that shit?
It's nutrients.
You need a Wisdom of Solomon 12.
Go ahead, sis.
I heard that Haiti people from Haiti. First person I heard talk about it, they say they eat it for the protein.
Yeah, it's protein.
Notice when animals have babies, they eat the
Yes, the dogs. Yeah.
they eat the placenta.
The dogs
they eat
eat it?
everything because they say
Yeah, Tom Cruise did that too.
notice animals they eat it right up.
Yeah, they do. Like dogs will do that and things like that. That's the thing about us.
Hey, you know, it's like if I could.
We
You
not
know,
dogs.
yeah, exactly. It's like if I could, because you know, dogs lick their own ass too.
Yeah, exactly. Dogs lick their own booty.
They eat their own vomit.
They eat their own vomit. They eat their own vomit. But that's and but to get to the point, what dogs do is not what people do.
Well, hey, Slocky. What dogs do is not what Black, Hispanic, and Native American do. Slocky.
You know what I'm saying? You know, there are many ways to say dog. There are a lot of dogs on planet Earth, man. Good night. But yeah, that's unnecessary. Can I say that's unnecessary? That's unnecessary. I think there's a lot of ways to go about getting your protein.
Kale got protein. Kale.
The water.
That's
priest.
right.
Kale has protein.
There's a lot of things got protein in it. You gotta eat it first.
Yeah.
That's
gross. That's gross. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
Well, let me see what that say real quick, guys. Just on the point of what y'all were bringing, what all priest and officer topics I was bringing up. Yeah, go read verse 4. Now my head go to 3.
This is the book. You say start from 3.
Nah, go to 4.
This is the book of from the Apocrypha. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 4. Whom thou hatest for doing most. What's that? Obious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifice.
Now, if you eating your placenta, you learn that from a witch. I'ma just that's not Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman culture at all. You got that from some cave dwelling troglodyte who's they in the darkness, they eat whatever they could get. They drank out of skulls, Akim.
Right.
And Adawanya. Right. They drank out of skulls. Aquathium, you know what I'm saying? They they eat what they can get. The Chaldeans were called wizards and witches.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So were the Khazars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So-called fake Jews. Keep reading.
Good night. Verse 5. And also those merciless murderers of children.
Huh? What?
Merciless murder of children.
Merciless murderers of children.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, do I have to express how merciless y'all are? Y'all be talking to me like it's not even alive. Lord forbid, y'all know y'all can get puppy abortions. Y'all can abort y'all dogs. But I have never seen no Black or Hispanic man go abort their pit bull ever. Right. And it could be mixed with a mutt. You know what I'm saying? But you will mercilessly, shrug it off, man. I had a few abortions. You know what I'm saying? About 8 or 9 of them. 10 or 11 of them. It's whatever. You're merciless. You don't even feel anything. You don't even feel anything for that child. But a puppy, not a puppy.
Not a puppy.
Never a puppy. A little baby. Yeah, who brought that up? I'm saving them from this world. I'm saving them from the wickedness of this world. The water preacher. I'm saving them from the evil of this. I didn't want to bring them into this, but a puppy cannot kill a puppy. Go ahead, preacher.
Saving them from the wickedness of the world.
You are the
wickedness. You drag you is the wickedness of this world.
That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Give me Lamentations 4:3. I'm gonna get out of here with that, man. Yeesh.
Is it Lamentations 4:3?
Yeah, kind of.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monster draw out the breast. They give suck. They give suck to their young ones.
Hold up, boy. This is Jeremiah, man. He crying to the Lord. He said, even the sea monsters, alligators, goddamn cold-blooded killing sharks and whales, draw out the breast to feed their young. Keep reading.
Mm-hmm. The daughters of my people.
Who?
The daughters of my people.
Who? I couldn't hear you.
Shalakia.
I'm getting a little deaf. That's all his hair right here.
The daughters of my people is become cruel.
Damn.
Like the ostrich in the wilderness.
God damn.
Wow.
That's some heavy precept.
God damn.
Wow.
Jeremiah is saying a goddamn alligator is better. Alligators cry alligator tears.
It's crocodile.
Crocodile tears. The water priest. They don't give a the whole metaphor of crocodile tears is they have no sympathy.
Right.
They don't give a damn, man.
Uh-huh.
But even a goddamn crocodile will feed its young. When they got them little eggs in the dirt, they protect them.
Right.
They make sure they get up and grow up and have life and go out there and swim in the lake and live. But not the daughters of my people.
Good night.
Not the daughters of my people. They're cruel. They're like the ostrich in the wilderness. Go ahead, priest.
No, so like if I could, like the ostrich right is a female bird, man. And if you notice, like she got a long neck. So when she runs, she's doing a lot of this. No, real talk. Like
that's facts.
Like they
run.
What the priest bringing out is heavy.
When she hatches her eggs in the sand, she forgets where she hatches them. And the Bible relates them to an ostrich because she'll hatch them and then run over the same place where she hatched them and could possibly crush them. Like she don't even care. Like she drop them and then she run over the same place. Like she don't even protect the area where she dropped the eggs off at. It's like she just don't give a damn. And all she care about is just running and doing her thing. That's it. That's why when he called a woman an ostrich, this worse is really worse than calling her a dog.
Damn.
Give that priest a hand.
I'm sorry. They got big booties too.
Good night.
And with that, I'm gonna pass the class off to priest and officer Cal because I give him a hand.
I got you.
Give him a hand. I'm gonna give it a priest and officer a bunzayan so I can give him a hand.
All right. Let's get it. All right. This is the ISPK security announcement. The ISPK started off out in 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, who is a commandment. Numbers 18:21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. Tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord give you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher, priest funds. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, whatever amount you would like. Upcoming publication.
Come on. Is it up here?
Is that Slacky? Upcoming holy convocation. We have the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement. 10th of the 7th month. So it'll be Wednesday, 15th, September 2021. You can find it in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 27 through 32. Remind Akim and Akwak to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And that concludes the Isupk security announcement.
All right. With that, I'm going to say Imajim, which means to stand. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and in English. Sar, turn and face the east. Okay. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayah, the Thundanawa, the Comb, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Noah, Kawawabi Yanawa. Kasalak Noah. Kawawath Yanawa. Wala'a. Tabaya Shat was like it. Tabaya Nawa. Banasaya 1. Above. Hawashaya Nawa. Mayam. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Waatapara. La'awalamyum. Aman. In the English.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debt. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Alright, Sar, turn and face the brothers. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers and the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahweh Shemyah. Sar, turn and face the sisters. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim Barak, Yahweh Shemyah. All right. Class dismissed. Yasamatah, class dismissed.